I have no idea when I'm gonna post this video because I don't know if I should post it like over the holidays or if I should like take a week off because nobody's gonna watch videos, or is everyone gonna be watching videos to avoid their family? I wouldn't. I love my family. All of you watching, I love you, but other people's families aren't as good.
Hey guys, welcome back. A few weeks ago, I posted a haul where I showed you some makeup and skincare I've been buying from Sephora and Target and Ulta, and now I'm back. I've been testing those products ever since, and I'm here to give you my reviews and my final thoughts on those products. If you missed the original haul, I'll link it up here and down in the description box in case you want to check that out first, but let's get into it. So the first thing that I showed you in that haul is the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette. Surprise, surprise. I love this. I think I even told you that I loved this in that haul because I had already been testing this one. It made it into my Best of Beauty of 2016, even though it is a late addition into 2016, but this is just a really fun, beautiful palette. I love the berry tones. I did a video with 3 different berry eye looks. So I really love the shade selection here. The only thing is that I think there are a couple of shades that are just the tiniest bit redundant, and I wish they would have put something different instead. So for example, Love Letter and Venetian Red, they're not the same and they're both beautiful, but I feel like Venetian Red is just kind of a combination of red ochre and Love Letter, and we could have just, I don't know, had, what am I trying to show you? Yeah, we could have just had these two and put something else here. I just feel like it's not necessary. And then these 2 shades here are both 2 that I really like, Raw Sienna and Burnt Orange, but honestly, they're really, really similar. So I feel like if we didn't have one of these and we didn't have this color here, we could have a black, we could have another shimmer shade, and then it would be perfect, but that would just be me making a palette and not Anastasia. So yeah, I really don't have any complaints about this. It's gorgeous. I did have one brush during that haul, and it is the e.l.f. blending brush. And I find this brush to be really handy. It's pinched at the ferrule, which means that it kind of fans out more than it's fat, if you know what I mean. Like, it has like a skinny side. So in that sense, it can really pack things on the lid, but it also has a little bit of looseness and fluff in the tip. So you can also take things up and blend them into the crease a little bit. I think it's kind of weird it's called a blending brush because it's not like a blending brush. Like, I wouldn't use this just to blend, but I do use it to apply in a slightly blendy way. Those words make sense? We're gonna keep going. So I am wearing most of the products from this haul on my face today. I'm not wearing the Anastasia palette because I'm wearing some of the other eyeshadows I hauled. But this lip color, okay, let me start from the beginning. This is the Maybelline Bold, what's it called? Like Loaded Bold lipstick in Gone Greige. It's actually a beautiful color. I really do like the color, and I tried it on for you before I started filming so that you can see how it looks. Formula-wise, it's okay. It's not as opaque as I thought it would be for something that's marketed as bold lipstick. But here's the thing, you guys, this makes my teeth look so yellow, like extraordinarily yellow. I do not have like super sparkly white teeth. I just don't really care that much. I whiten my teeth, but not frequently enough to make them like crazy white. And it was so bad. So you're gonna see me apply this. I don't know how it's gonna pick up on camera. I'm curious to see when I upload the footage, because sometimes like all the lighting makes things look brighter than they are, but trust me, it looks awful. So if you have like the whitest, pearliest white teeth ever, or maybe it's like my skin tone, I mean, I do think it's a beautiful lipstick. I like the color when I keep my mouth shut, but I don't do that very much, so that's kind of a problem. The first time I wore this, I literally took it off and I went and whitened my teeth. No joke. So the most highly requested and anticipated review after that haul was for the Too Faced primer, the Hangover Replenishing Face Primer with coconut water, probiotic-based ingredient, and skin revivers. What are skin revivers? I guess it's just shit that revives the skin. I don't know. So I bought this because I wanted a new hydrating primer. The one I've been using previously is really expensive. I've heard really good things about this and I was excited to try it. First of all, can we just say, like, what do you call this? I'm pretty sure it's just the Hangover primer, and like the little X thing on the bottom of the R, you know what I'm talking about, is just for decoration, like the thing that means prescription. and it's not actually part of the name, but it makes me want to call it, I think in that video I called it the Hangover RX or the Hangover X, but I think it's just Hangover. I don't know why people have to confuse me with their packaging, but it's probably just me. So I wanted this for its hydrating properties, and yes, this is a hydrating primer. I find it to be almost as hydrating as my IT Cosmetics No. 50 Serum Collagen Veil Anti-Aging Primer, which is a lot more expensive, so it's definitely gonna replace this in that way. The difference with this primer though is that it does get tacky when you rub it into the skin, which is great for having foundations really kind of lock into your skin if you have a problem with foundation wearing off. I don't really have that problem very often. The only downside to that is that I wanted to be able to wear it with my Makeup Forever Ultra HD Stick Foundation, but for this, you need something that has more kind of glide to the skin because it just kind of like sticks and makes it really hard to rub in. So I don't like it with a stick foundation formula, but for my liquid foundations, I'm wearing it today with my L'Oreal True Match Lumi foundation. It's great, it works really well, so yes, I do like it for that. I feel like I'm not really going in order here, but that's okay. I have 2 face masks. I'm gonna save those for the end because I have to go into the other room and get them, but for now, let's start talking about Essence because I picked up a bunch of Essence makeup, a bunch. 3 things from Essence at Ulta. The first is the Essence Forbidden Volume Mascara Rebel. Now I did a little research on the Rebel thing, and apparently the normal Forbidden Volume Mascara is supposed to be volumizing, but the Forbidden, what's it called? Forbidden Volume Mascara Rebel is supposed to be like extra. It's supposed to be like really volumizing, and it's supposed to make your eyelashes like crazy looking, which I don't quite understand. I hate this mascara. I'm not gonna lie. I'm wearing it under my Benefit Roller Lash today. Can you see how wet this brush is? I mean, there is mascara clumping and gooing all over it. Gooing. Yes, this is gooing. It is disgusting, and yet it hardly gets anything on your lashes. I mean, if anything, I would say it looks really natural, which is weird. So yeah, I'm not a fan of this. I've been just layering other mascaras over it because I keep thinking that when I put it on, I'm gonna like it, and then I don't. So yeah, I would not recommend this. Now, I do hear really good things about other Essence mascaras, so if there's one you think I would like, leave that in the comments because the price point is really good. The second thing I got from Essence is the Mosaic blush in the Berry Connection. It has 3 tones in it that kind of range from a light pink to a just straight up pink to kind of a peachy pink. I'm wearing this today. There is absolutely nothing wrong with this blush. It's a pretty color. It lasts well on the cheeks. It's pigmented enough without looking insane when you put it on. Like, you don't have to be really, really careful with it. It's just, if you don't have any blush and you're looking to buy maybe your first blush, I think it's totally fine. Honestly, I just find it really boring. I had to just make myself keep reaching for this so that I could test it out. There's just nothing special about it. It doesn't have any sort of sheen or finish on the skin that's noticeable, and the color is just pink. It's just pink. Do you guys know what I mean? Like, it's just a perfectly fine blush, but I just have a lot of blushes I like a whole hell of a lot more, drugstore and high-end, so it's not bad, but you don't need to run out and get it. And then the last thing I got from Essence, oh you guys, I'm sorry. I love Essence. I have some really good Essence products, but this one is a total fail. Total fail. I just didn't do very well. This is the Essence All About Nude eyeshadow palette in Nude. Now, this is one with 6 eyeshadows, and I think they've come out with some newer palettes like this that have maybe 8 or something. I mean, they're definitely bigger, and I've seen some better reviews on them, but this palette, it does nothing. Like, I put it on my eyes today and I had to work so hard to get this much color payoff. I put this kind of greenish in the crease and tried to blend that out, but it just ended up disappearing. So then I tried to use the purple, which like barely has any pigment to it. I mean, I'm like scrubbing the crap out of that to get any color. Then I tried to put this silver all over the lid, but this is like literally nothing. So then instead I put this light pink all over the lid. I don't know, it's just honestly not worth your time or money. It's just, pretty much useless. I didn't use either of these shades today because these shades are just straight up glitter without any pigment behind them. I'm not a fan of that look. I mean, if you want something just really sheer all over your eyelid, maybe you would like this, but I mean, there's so much better stuff at the drugstore now. I honestly don't think this is worth it. I really need to pick up some of the single eyeshadows. That's what I was looking for, and I couldn't find what I wanted, so I got this instead, and I shouldn't have. I should have just waited. Okay, so there have been some hits and there have been some misses in this haul, but I am happy to say that the two skincare products, these two masks I got, are huge hits. Let's start with the L'Oreal Pure Clay mask. This is the black one, and this is an exfoliating mask. I do find it to be similar to the Glam Glow Tingle Exfoliate mask, not quite as strong, but it also doesn't have any chunks in it, which is the one thing I really hate about that Glam Glow mask. So it can be nice and smoothing and exfoliating without feeling like you're rubbing your face off with like chunks of crap that are gonna mess up your face. I like to use this probably once a week, and then immediately after I take it off, I put on a super hydrating mask. One time I used this right before the Hyaluron Sheet Mask. Oh my gosh, it was like I had a new face. Best combo ever. The other mask I got is the SkinFood Black Sugar Wash Off Mask. This is a really interesting mask because when I bought it, it said that it was going to be exfoliating because of all those sugar bits, but it was also going to be hydrating because it had honey in it, and I was kind of skeptical of that. Usually with exfoliating masks, I really have to follow it up with something super hydrating or else my skin gets too dry, but this is kind of both. So I found that my preferred way to use this is before I get in the shower because it is kind of messy, and so what I'll do is I'll put this all over my face. Keith says it looks really disgusting, and I'm not gonna lie, it does, but I put it all over my face. I wait for 10 minutes, hop in the shower, kind of like do a gentle scrub thing for all those little bits to slough off all of the dead skin, and it's really nice. It does definitely smell like lemon, and I think it smells kind of like lemon pine sol, which I find to be really disgusting. Like, I wish it didn't smell like anything, and if you get any of it in your mouth, it tastes foul. Not that you should put this in your mouth, but I did try to use it as like a lip exfoliator once, which works really well, but just tastes so nasty. So I use this in the morning so that my makeup goes on a lot more smoothly, and it just is really nice, doesn't dry out your skin, yet exfoliates. I use this one probably 2 times a week. Okay, so I think that is it from the haul. Oh, I also got a pair of eyelashes, but I kind of talked about those last time because I had tried those before. Now, not gonna lie, I haven't stopped shopping since doing this haul, and I have been getting a few things as like holiday gifts, so if you want me to do another haul after Christmas, let me know, and I can do that for you too. Thanks for stopping by today. Remember to hop on over to Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat and follow me at Robin's Cup and hit that subscribe button so I can see you guys here next time. Bye.
It is so cold, it's like 13 degrees out. So I had like this warm, heavy sweater on over this that I was planning on wearing, and then I turn on all these lights and it's like, holy shit, am I on the beach? Am I in like a tanning bed? Not that I've ever been in a tanning bed, and you shouldn't be in a tanning bed either, but I imagine that's what that amount of light feels like on your, why am I doing this? It's just all coming at me and heating me up.